Good morning, guys. Welcome to another edition of, you guessed it, Joel Davis Media Network. I'm your host, Joel Davis. This morning, we're going to talk about a situation that a lot of people don't like talking about too much these days, and that is modern women etiquette in long-term relationships. Now, I just discovered a actual email that was written to me. Because like I told you, guys write to me all the time about relationship advice and stuff like that on the side as well. This man had written to me about this woman woman, sorry. Written to me about a situation about her relationship. She was dating her supposed boyfriend for 3 years. Well, evidently, you all know that how the economy is, life happens, right? And with life happening, he got laid off from his big job where he was making over 100,000 plus a year. So when you get laid off that way, there takes some time before he can get things settled and get his affairs in order to get the severance package and everything else. What's up, Roger? So he asks his loving girlfriend of 3 years they spent so much time together, trips together, did things together. Can he borrow his mortgage loan for the month from her, and he would pay her back? Just want to borrow it. He didn't say, can you pay it for me? And with no strings attached, it's, can I borrow and I will pay it back to you? Her response was no. Right? So she said in the email to me that she was taken aback about him even asking her, and he was taken aback about her saying no. So the next following day, because this is what we as men try to do, we try to go for all right, let's be logical play. He showed her a spreadsheet of everything he has done with her in the last 3 years, and with gifts, dinner, giving her things that she needed when she asked. It came up to be about almost $30,000. Well, she looked at it and still said, okay, but no, you the man in this relationship, you should be the leader. I should not be the one to give you this money. If you are a real man, you will come up on it with your own. Now, this is what she emailed me. So the guy did finally find a way to pay his mortgage. But at the end of this letter, she made it very clear to me that after he paid his own mortgage, he dumped her. That's what I just said. He dumped her. He told her basically to kick rocks and we're over. Now, she really got upset in this email to me and said to me, why in the world would he dump me after we've been together for 3 years? And I said no to not giving him any money for his mortgage. She said he is supposed to be the leader, and I am supposed to be at peace, not with grief. I stand by that, and he should have never asked me that to begin with. What do I think? Well, I hope she is looking at my live because she is one of my followers. I'm not going to tell her name because I don't do that to people, because when y'all email me about relationship advice, I keep it 3,000. All right, so here we go. I'm going to tell you like this. He did the best thing by leaving you alone. He really did. He actually saved himself not only more heartache, but he also saved himself from wasting his time on you. See, let me tell you why from a man's perspective. He invested 3 years into you. Anytime you want to go out on a date, he probably footed the bill. Probably about 90% of the time. Maybe even 100%. Anytime that you needed something and you wasn't able to afford it, he paid for it for you. And I guarantee you, he never asked you to pay him back. I know what you're going to say, but I'm the woman. I should be able to do it. I shouldn't have to pay back. Still. Not to mention, let's talk about the emotional part of the relationship he's probably invested in. The times when you were having a bad day at work and you wanted to vent. He probably didn't say anything and sat there and let you vent. He probably also was there for you during the times when you probably had a family event or crisis or things of that nature. So for him to give all of his energy and time for 3 years to you, and he probably even overlooked some of the baddest women in looks and in personality to keep it 3,000 with you. And he asked you for one solid, just one solid. Hey, can you help pay my mortgage? And I will pay you back as soon as whenever comes through. And you said no? Yes, you gotta go. You are a selfish ass person. Sorry, I'm just keeping it 3,000. You're selfish. You really are. And you're just like every modern woman right now that is in this world. Selfish. See, you want wife privileges, but you want to give acquaintances vibes. I'm going to say it again. You want wife privileges, but you're giving off acquaintances vibes. That's not how that works. It don't. A relationship is a partnership. It is a contract between two consenting adults. I don't care what sexuality you in. If you in a relationship, y'all are supposed to be down for each other. When he's down, your thing should have been, all right, I'm going to just go ahead on here and I'm going to hold you down. That's what you should have done. You didn't do that. Your excuse was, I'm the woman in this relationship. I'm being 100. You're wrong. You're really wrong. I mean, there's no other way to put it. And you know what else is sad? Is that I don't know what your plans are of going back on the dating scene, but this is what your dating life is going to be like with every man you deal with. And if you decide to go on the other side, that's what you're going to be dealing with too, because you're selfish. You don't know how to become a supporting partner when it's time for you to support. You have a problem. And that's not good. It really not. And I'm going to tell you in the words of the famous, what's my man's name? Samuels. Okay? Kevin Samuels. Get a dog and die alone. Because that's what you're going to do. That's where you're headed. Because there is no excuse not to help your boyfriend of 3 years that have invested into you, and he asks you for one solid and you can't do it. Yeah, I mean, I'm just being 1,000 about this. This is insanity. It really is. You fumbled the bag. You had a good boyfriend. And now you're back to square one. And now he's found someone else, as you said in the letter as well. And I'm glad he did. And I guarantee you, he probably told this woman the story that just happened with you. And I guarantee you, she's not going to do that. That one is going to keep him because she wants to be submissive and she wants to have a man. She wants someone to be on her team. And see, a lot of you modern women don't know nothing about that. Y'all are so career driven and so selfish that you don't want no man to build with. You know what's crazy? And I'm going to say this while I'm almost at work. Back in the day, in our great-grandparents and grandparents' days, if y'all remember in the 30s and 40s era, women wanted to build with their husbands and boyfriends or fiancés. They wanted a partner to build with. When I say build, they wanted to build a legacy. Whether it was business-wise, whether it was to have children and have a family-oriented life, they were willing to build. And back then, women did not have an issue with staying home and raising kids and being a homemaker or being a nurturer. I'm not saying that, every woman should all of a sudden now be a homemaker. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that back then, women were very understanding. If we had that same energy in this lifetime right now, even with women that want to be career women, guess what? There would be a lot more married women, especially in the black community, than ever. But a lot of women don't want to do that. They want their men to be already established. In their mind, you need to be already established. You need to be like, no shit. Already got 100,000 a year to 200,000 a year. You need to be got communal property investments. You need to have no kids, or if you got kids, you need to be able to support those kids and their kids too. That is not your kids. And you need to be thankful and kissing ass that this woman that I just described to you wants to be with you. That is the new move with these modern women. That's what they want you to believe. And oh yeah, she's a queen. You got to put her on a pedestal, and you got to put her needs way ahead of your needs, even your mental health, even your actual health. And oh yeah, by the way, you are not supposed to complain about anything she does that is wrong. You keep your mouth shut and you be a beta. That's what the new modern women want. They don't want an alpha, because in their mind, an alpha male, as they say, strong and silent type, is the one that I just described that don't never say shit. But then those are the ones that goes off the deep end, and you see them on the first 48, or you see them on ID channel. Because again, women are not understanding the concept. These modern women, not all women, modern women, conservative women and traditional women, they done figured it out. It's these modern, blue-haired, green-haired, red-haired, freaking silver blonde-haired, I want to be a feminist to the 80th, 100th core women. My body, my choice women. You know who you are. That's who are losing out on the family unit and the family dream. And they are the ones that act like this woman right here, who now is bitter and upset because the boyfriend of 3 years that she could not help in his time of need look at her as a liability and not an asset, and has found him a true asset, and she can't handle that because she felt like he should have continued having her as a liability. Anyway, guys, I'm about to head in the clock in. You tell me what you think about this story. And this is an email from one of my followers. I get them a lot, and sometimes I talk about it, but this one right here was very strong. I want to talk about this. Tell me what you think. Was the boyfriend wrong in dumping her? Do you think that she was wrong, okay, for not helping her boyfriend out of 3 years in a financial time of need that she would have recouped back? Or do you think that the boyfriend should have never asked her anything and he should have just figured it out on his own? Or do you think that this woman here is basically a lost cause? Tell me what you think. I love you guys. Continue following the channel. Continue to subscribe. You get some of the hottest stuff here. Please, the membership. You need to get to be a member, because starting the first week of May, I will start doing nothing but member videos once a week. And you know you're going to want those. So with that being said, you need to jump on the membership plane. I'm telling you now, starting in May, it's $1.99 a month. It's time to jump on so you can get those membership videos. I love you guys. Take care of yourself and each other. I'm out.